guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another episode of Inspired By. And this week we are being inspired by a painting. So each one of us chose a different painting to be inspired by. So you are going to want to make sure that you stop by and see Sarah, Megan, Christy, Beth, and Hannah's projects as well. And so I am working a little bit outside of my comfort zone today, and I am playing with some Tim Holtz Distress crayons. And so I've pulled out a bunch of the colors that I feel like kind of mimic the colors in Starry Night, which is the painting that I chose. And I am running these about the top third or a little more than a third of my page. And now these crayons are really cool because they can do a lot of different things and they can look a lot of different ways. I did not want a watercolor look for this layout, so I didn't add water. I just used, like you saw, my finger to kind of smush the crayon marks around. I wanted it to have that look like exaggerated paint strokes. So depending on the look that you're going for, you can use those crayons in a few different ways. So then I just took some white gesso and used my Tim Holtz splatter brush and splattered some white across the top. And in the painting, there are these kind of wind motions that were part of the painting. And so the way that I wanted to mimic that is I am going to do some hand stitching. So I waited until all that mixed media dried and was ready to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and poke all my holes for where I want my hand stitching to go. And then I went ahead and did that off screen. And I just chose 3 different colors of gray to kind of add a subtle look. So I didn't want a bright pop of blue or yellow. I wanted it to be more subtle. And so that's why I went with those 3 shades of gray. And then I am going to go ahead and use some of the more vibrant pops of yellow with my pattern papers behind my photos. So the major photo that I'm using is a 4x6 of my son's artwork. And in school this year, they have an amazing school that has a fantastic arts program. And so their arts program, part of what they do is mimicking, famous paintings, learning techniques by mimicking these famous paintings. And so he actually created his own version of Starry Night this year, which is what this layout is going to be about. And so there you see I grabbed an older paper from Pink Fresh Studio that just had that word awesome with the cityscape, and I just fussy cut around the word awesome. And then I'm also grabbing an old Studio Calico sticker there that says made with love. And I really like kind of the graphic look to those 2 things in contrast with some of the other elements that are going on. And then I have a freckled fawn little badge over there that came in one of the blooper kits that just says number 1. So I'm going to nestle that in there between that A, E, and S, and it's the perfect fit for that space, which is awesome. And then I'm going to be working on where I want to put my title, and it's going to end up going underneath my photos, and I'm going to move that one down just a little to give myself a ledge. And I know I want to go back and add some stamping, so I'm going to have the second half of my title moved up a little bit onto my photo. So the title itself is going to say Mimic the Masters, and I'm using a puffy alphabet that Jen Scow designed for Freckled Fawn, and I am in love with these stickers. They are incredible. They're wonderful. I wish that they came in like 50 bajillion different colors. And then I'm also pulling out this chipboard black alphabet, and that's just an older Studio Calico. And then I'm adding some of my puffy stickers because what is a layout without puffy stickers? Have to have those. And so I'm just pulling out some different stars from different colored packs that will work. So I have some black, I have, you're going to see in a second here, I find some yellow ones, just things that are going to go along with the look of my layout. And then I also grabbed that little puffy sticker camera, and that's also from Freckled Fawn. And I am going to add some journaling down here along the bottom, talking about how part of my son's art program is to mimic the masters. And he couldn't wait to bring this home because he knows this is my favorite painting. And so he couldn't wait to bring it home, and we actually are framing it on the wall next to a version of the real piece of artwork as well. So this was something that was kind of a big deal this year and really important to him. He was really excited about. So I'm really excited that this project prompted me to be inspired by that painting to create a layout to kind of showcase that story. And then when you see the close-ups, you are going to see that stamping that I went back in and did underneath the title to kind of close up that gap a little bit. And that is basically going to do it. So do make sure you stop by the other ladies' channels and check out how they were inspired by a painting this week as well. And we hope you'll play along with this too. See you again soon. Bye.